Hello, welcome to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're going to do a 15-minute reading with the Moonology deck. I'm pretty sure I did like a couple of these already, so I'm not going to continue explaining what the 15-minute readings are. So yeah, we're going to get started by cleansing the space and energy. So if you have headphones in, you might want. Okay. So let's see what we have here for you today. Okay, so we have the full moon, surrender to the divine, and balsamic moon with time for healing. Ever seen? Remember Elmo? Balsamic vinegar? That's a big word for Elmo. um. So what is that? Okay, we're gonna continue before I say something. Then we let's have look at the bigger picture of full moon in Sagittarius. And then we have your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Oh, it's coming full cycle. I can tell you that much. Oh, also things are adding up. It's coming full cycle, but also like it's going step by step because we have the full moon and then we have a new moon. But then we also have Sagittarius and then Capricorn. That's how the order it goes. Yeah. There we have. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. And then we have the end of a tough cycle end of a tough cycle approaches a full moon in Capricorn. See again, full circle. And then we have a fiery climax approaches a full moon in Aries. Okay. For one thing, I'm gonna say the Tower moment, right? It is, or like the Tower card. It represents like a divine intervention, but also trying to help you and put you back in alignment. It may be very shocking, and hard to deal with, or even be very abrupt and very like no, throw you off balance and throw you off guard because where you probably had like certain plans, now you have to throw maybe some of your plans or rearrange some of your plans. But it's saying like to look at the bigger picture, like it's there to help you, not to actually hurt you in any way, shape, or form. And brought that up because surrender is part of the Tower card, and it's also like to heal you in a way. To also like to talk about like everything is like you can build something, but it's like some things are not built to last. You know, they're saying like some people is in your life for a season, some people are in your life for a lifetime. It's basically that like you can't keep everyone in your life. Some people have to leave and go. Some things have to come to an end, but an end also brings beginnings. Another reason why I brought up the Tower card because it's pretty much like a Mars card, and Mars rules Aries. And then we also have Sagittarius, which are fire signs, and then that made me think of Mars. So that's why I brought up the Tower. But it's not like, again, it's not, for some people it could be like hitting rock bottom and stuff like that, but it's like to like, hey, look, like to say like things could, you know, like sometimes it's like it's bad to say like it could be worse, or like things could get worse, because that's normally when things like get worse. But in this scenario, it's saying like it could have been worse and we stopped it before it got that bad, kind of thing. Um, right. So with time for healing, it's pretty much like another meaning for the card. It's something about like time to let go of the past and stuff like that, and moving on, and to spend a little bit more time with you and thinking about the situation and how you could have, how you can let it go rather than like how you could have handled it differently, or what you would have said or what you would have did and stuff like that. Just realize like you handled it to the best of your abilities at that time with the knowledge that you have, and it, I'm not saying like to just get over it right away. Like it might take you some time, so you have to be patient with yourself and realize that like healing is an ongoing thing. There's gonna be days where it doesn't really bother you, and then there's gonna be days where it bothers you and kind of thing, and you might be angry all over again. And it's like, but over time, slowly and surely, like the the back and forth of um not really caring or being indifferent to anger, it pretty much stops at where there's just pretty much indifference kind of thing, or you just be angry about it the whole time, and it's like that's up to you, that's your choice, and you can live in your truth if you want, whatever truth that is, okay. And but it's pretty much just about like healing, and to allow yourself to heal and to be patient with yourself while you're healing, but also like practice that patience with others and establishing that patience with others. Like everything is not going to change just like on a, like a flip of like a dime kind of thing, or like a drop of a hat. And then surrender to the divine. It also talks about a wish that you may have wanted is coming true, which is why I could be saying like look at the bigger picture. Like you wanted something, but like sometimes you remember the video, right? Because that just popped in my head, of the girl when it was like her birthday and stuff like that, and then when time to blow out the cake, or blow out the candle. Her sister blew out the candle, and then she flipped her hair and was smiling, and shorty oh my goodness, shorty beat the hell out of her. It's something like that. It's like basically it's like you have those type of people around you, and they will ruin your wish, that you're like something that you wish for, and you're like your gift or your moment of celebration. So spirit is like, okay, so let's end these, let go of these people, so you can actually celebrate and have fun, and you don't have to worry about this person trying to backstab you or betray you or blow out your candles when you're not looking. um but also talking about like a make or break moment, which you also have like the bookend with like your hard work is paying off. So it's like you, but you just gotta be patient. Like sometimes, like things take time. Like, and that's also comes to the Seven of Pentacles, where you might be very frustrated, where you put in all these work and put in all this effort, and you don't really see a lot of like responses or reaction back. It's coming. You know, you're still trying to find your footing, or find like a groove kind of thing. Like maybe sometimes with the tower, maybe things like shocking things or life events happen where you can't really, you might have a plan, but it like it ruins it. And it's like where, or let's say like teachers do this all the time, like, oh, we're gonna have a test 3 weeks from now, and then so you prepare for the test 3 weeks from now, and then come to find out, oh, we're not gonna have the test 3 weeks, we're gonna have it within like 2 days, and you're not prepared for that kind of thing. So it's just like, it's saying like you still have to like trying to find your groove, and like trying to make things make sense for you, but also like be aware of like your surroundings and people that is around you. Like not everybody is meant to be at your table, or not everybody is actually a friend. Yeah, then another meaning is there could be a sense of madness in the air. Breathe deeply and stay calm. And just be patient. Like things may seem like very chaotic, like with the tower moment. Like things seem very destructive and things is falling down all around you. But just stay calm and realize like after like this will help you move on to the next level kind of thing. You even like played a video game where let's say like there's a wall or like a door, and sometimes like it's shaking and stuff like that, and you might think like the place is about to fall apart, but it's like you're moving on to the next level. It's kind of sort of like that, okay? So don't, like, that's what it means, like, by staying calm. Like, don't really freak out. But also, it also say, like, you need to forgive some people with and release the negative energy, which does tie to the whole healing card and letting go of the past and moving on. Um, and then with look at the big picture, even though I kind of sort of touched on it a little bit. It's about like things are coming to an end, and there might be like a whole like bittersweet situation where, let's say, like, some of these people, like I was saying before, is not really your friend and don't actually want the best for you or wish the best for you. Um, so it would be best to not have them around you because they won't be able to ruin certain things, right? As if why would they hurt you? There's no reason to hurt you or do anything, kind of like sort of situation. But Spirit just like, okay, that's fine and that's cool, but the reality of it is that they will betray you and they would backstab you no matter how many times you forgive them and like kind of thing, or vocalize how it hurts you. They will continue to hurt you, so it's just best for you two to separate, which is another, thing, another meaning for the tarot card. I think my romance tarot and another tarot deck that I have, like, it's a wedding cake being like divided pretty much. So it's like you end up being separated and stuff like that. And even like in the tower card, there's two people and they fall in two totally different directions. Um, so yeah, like the situation is coming to an end and stuff like that, and you might feel like it could have been different, or you wish you could have said certain things or did certain things differently, but what happened is in the past. You gotta let the past be the past. We don't have a time machine, okay? We can't turn back time. We don't have that type of power. So rather than letting it consume you, your feelings, your mood, and your mind, your thoughts, your actions, just simply like letting go and letting bygones be bygones, forgiving yourself, but also forgiving that person. And yeah, the situation may have come around because you have been distracted. Be confident, but not too overly confident. Don't be vain or egotistical, okay? Or prideful. Let's keep it in balance. You're a human. And, realize that, like, it's okay to have little mini wins or, like, and needs and wants and stuff like that. But, like, nobody has to, like, fulfill them. You're not entitled to anything. Okay. And then we have with tough cycles coming to end, with release, control, and trust into the universe, which ties back to the surrender to the divine, and finding a balance between your personal life and your private life, but also like finding a balance between speaking your mind and like saying what you want to say but not oversharing, kind of thing. Like finding a difference when it does tie back to, like I was saying earlier, not everybody needs to know your business and need to know what's going on in your life because they don't actually want the best for you, or want you to win. There's people that want you to be happy, kind of thing, but they don't want you to be happier than them. So let's say they wake up and they are like feeling at a 5. They will want you to be a 4 or at a 5 too. If you are an 8, they're bothered by that. And then you might try to like brighten up their day and stuff like that, but they don't really want that. They will rather want to be all doom and gloom and sad. And which is why it ties back to like looking at the bigger picture rather than like and seeing how releasing this person or removing yourself by certain people actually help you focus on your goal, on what you're trying to work on, what you're trying to achieve. And with the fiery climax approaches, so like be nice and be kind and smile and be patient, but also like to navigate where you want to be. but also like you have to do that with your mind and your emotions. Like sometimes, like if you're angry and stuff like that, you don't want to be angry. What are some things that you can do to calm yourself down, kind of thing? If you don't know, might want to try to find that out. Like sports for a lot of people, exercising, going to the gym, maybe knitting. You aggressively knit. I don't know. Maybe reading a book, watching a movie, something, cooking. Like it could be anything, but being nice to yourself and how you treat yourself and how you talk to yourself, because that also shows other people how to treat you. Um, and being assertive is good. Like there's, like I said over here with the confidence, like knowing a balance. Um, then it also say like if you're in a tense situation to meditate and find a place of peace, which clearly you are. You're in a tough situation. It's just like be calm, don't stress out about it. Things may be falling apart or seem like they're falling apart, but you're safe at the end of the day because it's there to help you, not hurt you or hinder you. Um. Now I also the whole like mute fix da, da, da. Like I know like which one are fixed, but I don't know like the whole. Hold on. Okay. So um so these, cause I know this is a cardinal sign. I already knew that. Um the Sagittarius, I think, is a mute sign. And then but this right here, the Cancer Capricorn is cardinal signs, which basically talks about like being able to be a leader. They're natural born leaders. Were like Aries, they more so like will start something, or like pioneers. With Capricorn, it does talk about like putting a lot of hard work. In Cancers, they're more so like very nurturing and creative, but also kind of sort of like reclusive and keep people to like at bay. Don't really let people in uh through that hard shell, but then like they do have like a soft inside and interior, just like with Aries, um where it's a ram, we can pretty much say, and they like use their horns to fight, where like the Cancers, the crab, use their pincers. Also Capricorn, they will also use their horns as a defense mechanism. So it's like learning when to be assertive and stand up for yourself, and when to like trust in spirit and let spirit helps you and take the wheel, but also when to take charge of your own life. Right, because new moons talk about like a clean slate, but also potentials and dreams. So where was something like earlier, like you're something that you're wishing for is possible and it could come. And we have like two new moons here, so it's like, but things. So like this Tower moment is to like declare the slate to put you back in alignment, so you can reach that dream and that goal, and you actually have the potential to actually achieve it, because the people around you, or what the predicament that you was in the past, or what you just got out of, wasn't fit or beneficial to actually get you there. You wouldn't have got there in that route. And then with the full moons, it's talking about results and forgiveness and gratitude. Yeah, so you pretty much learned that at the end of the day, once you actually like, because with the Bosonic moon, it's about like healing, soothing, and surrendering. Like once you actually like let it go and let what spirit is trying to do happen, you will actually see what they're trying to do and actually appreciate it. That they was actually trying to help you they were trying to help you more than you like actually realize. So you think that they have it out for you when they don't. Alright, now moving on to the angels, we have the Three of Swords with the quick forgiving God, with love and submission, with cure illness, influence platonic love, and give long life. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, I was feeling that kind of sort of over here. With the, well, pretty much at the end of the, with the cardinal sign. because the 7 of Wands talk about like defending, like standing up for yourself, but also having a higher ground. And if you have like leadership qualities and leadership potential in you, or like you can take charge of yourself and stuff like that. And some people need other people to pretty much tell them what to do. So once you realize that you don't really need that, and that is a strength and something that you should be like very happy to have, that you can think for yourself, you can do things for yourself, you can be independent. That is a plus, okay? That is something to be happy about, not to beat yourself up about and think like no one is going to want you. That is not the case. It actually helps you and defends you and protects you. Like I said, with like each one have some form of like defense mechanism to help them. Even like a Sagittarius was like a centaur, right? Is it a centaur? You know what I'm trying to say? The one with the horse? I think that is a centaur. Whatever, you know what I'm trying. Right? Where horses like, and they can like stomp and they kick. They can paralyze you. Okay, Superman, the person that played Superman, was paralyzed by his own damn horse. And that's when I was like, yeah, nah, I'm cool. If there's not a professional, I'm not getting on the horse. I'm not touching it. I'll watch from afar. But yeah, and then they also have their bow and arrow, so they can shoot you, and they're very good archers and stuff like that. So each one here has a defense mechanism. Spirit just basically is trying to say like you're protected. They're protecting you during this whole thing, and they're doing it for your benefit, kind of thing. It's a divine intervention. It's to help you. Also, so if you like, they're saying you like to pull away to spend some time by yourself in isolation and stuff like that. It's to get back in touch with you, so you can learn about you. Not everybody else. They don't really care about everybody else right now. They just care about you. How are you feeling? Okay? How are you doing? What did you do today? They don't care what other people did. They care about you. Alright, so when y'all, like, if you're meditating, right, and stuff like that, or, like, just having a conversation, like, they don't want to hear, oh, and then blah 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 did such and such. Like they more so want to hear like, oh, I did da 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 da, and I did blah blah blah. They want to hear about you, kind of thing. Now, like if like that person did something that affect how you feel, yeah, of course, talk to spirit about it. Even though they might already know, but still, like talk to them about it. It's still nice to have that like, bond or flow, right? But yeah. The expected God with liberation, deliverance from enemies, both visual and invisible. Yeah, because people that you was around was not trying to help you in no way, shape, or form, and was not going to. And they will pretty much, let's say, I don't know, you wanted to go to Albuquerque. For some reason, right? And then you had the direction to get to Albuquerque. You would have got to Albuquerque and stuff like that if you had just drove and did it yourself, right? But they was like, no. I got this. I know a shortcut. And then you listen to them. And somehow, some way, now you in Los Angeles, which is far away from Albuquerque. And then it's just like, how did you get there? And then Spirit basically was like, hey, I know you here now in Los Angeles. You don't even want to be here. You want to be in Albuquerque. And now you don't even want to be in Albuquerque. You just want to be, let's say, in Nevada. So now they trying to like, be like, okay, cool. Doing you to go to like Nevada. You actually have an out to go to Nevada. You can get to Nevada. Just you do it yourself and take charge yourself. Don't let nobody else, don't let nobody else do it. You do it. Okay? Cool. Because I don't know if you, like, in that analogy, let's say you fell asleep and then somehow they made a wrong turn and they end up on the wrong highway. I don't know, but you're not in the place you're supposed to be. And the spirit just like, I'm going to help you get back there. Okay? Then we have the world with God, the source of wisdom, with a fountain of wisdom and giving success in all ventures. Yeah, they see all the hard work that you putting in, that you're doing, and what the God does help those who help themselves. So he see that you are like trying to help yourself and put like defend yourself and stuff like that. And because the Three of Swords talk about like a heartbreak and betrayal and being stabbed in the back. But if you heal from it and learn from it and understand why you went through certain things or why you experienced certain things and how experience that changed you or changed how you view certain things or how you view certain people, and rather seeing it as like life has lessons, some as good or some as bad, just being indifferent to the lessons. Like some you have to learn it regardless. Like just imagine at school, like you have to learn it regardless. It doesn't really matter if you like it or not. And realizing the success in it, because like sometimes there would be certain things in school you'd be like, why am I learning this? And then like later on in life it probably pops up. So now there's a lot of things that we learned in school that never pops up, and I understand that, but there's some things that do. Okay, it just depends on which field you go into, and realizing like the success in that, and paying attention, like how you paid attention to it, how you learned it, or how like learning that like actually helped you in some way, shape, or form. Um, and then with wisdom in the Bible, how he's described it is basically like learning from other people's mistakes, and also like learning like so you learn from your own lessons, but you also learn from like other people's lessons and other people's mistakes. You don't repeat what they do, kind of thing. And that's the whole like being confident, but also like finding a balance, not being egotistical and be like, it didn't work for that person, but it's gonna work for me because I'm me. Because what? Because if it didn't work for that person, it didn't work. Basically, right? Hopefully we all took global, right? Where he tried to take over Russia. Did it work? No. Somebody else, another French person tried to do this. Learn. Don't repeat the shit, okay? Leave them alone. Like, I think in one time, like, they were starting, like, because Russia was very cold and stuff like that. They have, so, like, only they can deal with certain winters or certain temperatures. So, like, they started moving closer and closer into the city and then, like, killing their animals. So, it's like you're following them. You don't have shelter because they're burning down the houses. You don't have food to eat because they're killing them. And it's like, leave them alone. Just leave them alone. And if they had learned from the other person from the beginning, they wouldn't have just understood, maybe this is not the place we need to take over. Maybe we should just leave them alone. And then it didn't work out for Napoleon. And I think he ended up getting like put in prison or something like that because he got all the French people hopes up. It's just like, yeah, if he had just simply learned. Like, maybe certain people we should just leave the fuck alone. And yeah, like that's what I mean. But like it doesn't matter if it didn't work for that person. It's most likely not gonna work for you. Some things just not meant to work. It doesn't matter who you are or what you are. It just doesn't. It doesn't work. Um, the whole like curing illness, like yeah, that's just being egotistical and prideful and superficial and self-centered, and that is not a good look. Like and arrogant. Like, that's not cute. Let's change that. And we have influence, platonic love. So basically, like, yeah, some of your friends was actually your friends, and you realizing that or learning in that, or you had some people you claimed them as your friend, but trying to whole keep your friends close to your enemies closer. But yeah, you were just surrounded by nothing but enemies, basically, is what spirits were saying. And some of them you knew about, some of them you didn't know about. And they're freeing you from that so you can actually have long life kind of thing. You can, because they would not have helped you, okay? Like, you will... Eminem popped in my head, but he was like, I wouldn't even piss on fire to put you out. Like, they will not help you. They will see you hurt, suffering, struggling, and they won't care, won't bat an eye. You will be thirsty. They won't care. They won't pass you water. Nothing. They won't do nothing. Right, and then we have the angel of wisdom. Yeah. Oh, knowledge, not wisdom. Sorry. And then we have the angel of detoxification. Yeah. So it's pretty much trying to help you, give you the knowledge and the information, and to like help you release certain people, to actually understand why you have to release certain people as well, and why they not in your life, and how it's actually a plus. If it resonated with you, then please like, share, subscribe. Other than that, I see you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching.